A joyful presence, a soul full of light, happiness, patience, and understanding, with plenty of jokes and riddles, is Pete Earsman. Over this past semester, I've had the opportunity to spend time with Pete and document him. I've come to recognize him to be a chameleon, a rare skill to put on different hats to make everyone from children to adults comfortable and valued. Professionally, he's held various hats too, ranging from being in the New Zealand Army to gold mining or working in personal security in Baghdad. It was during his time working in Baghdad that Pete met his wonderful wife, Lauren. They clicked over their taste in Johnny Walker Red on the Rocks, Duke basketball, and the Carolina Hurricanes. Soon, they got married. Together, they've spent time in various corners of the world, whether that is through South Africa, Bangladesh, Nepal, New Zealand, or the jungles of Malaysia. Their home is reflective of their adventures and diverse experiences. Each corner of their wall is adorned with various artifacts from different countries. After living and experiencing various cultures, together, Lauren and Pete found their roots here in North Carolina. Fitness has always been Pete's passion. To Pete, fitness is much more than exercise, physical strength. It is about inner strength and confidence. So, 10 years ago, Pete founded Koru Fitness in his garage. Koru, which means loop or coil in Maori, symbolizing new life and growth. It is with the intention of helping people grow and gain strength and building their confidence that Pete began teaching boxing. At Koru Fitness, it's not just about getting fit, it's about finding joy in the journey and discovering new limits, pushing yourself while having fun. Every visit, before the beginning of a session, I would sit against the wall in the heart of the gym. As I leaned back, I felt the calmness enhanced by the breeze wafting through the windows and the meticulous placement of items throughout the room, almost all items color coordinated, a practice Pete picked up during his time in the military. Different corners of the room are decorated with different aspects of Pete's identity. Amidst the various decorations hangs a frame of the 10 Indian Commandments. Pete was born and raised in New Zealand with a strong connection to the Maori community, who are the indigenous people of New Zealand. Growing up, his mother instilled in him the values that are integral to the Maoris, which are rooted in the 10 Indian Commandments. One of the things Pete's mother and the Maori teachings emphasize is the importance of respecting women. One of his favorite quotes is, "It is rare to see in a little boy the promise of a man, but in a little girl one can almost see the threat of a woman." It is the Maori teachings and his values that guide him in his daily life as a boxing instructor. This is Jen Rogers. She began boxing with Pete over 10 years ago. Initially, boxing was supposed to be a means of exercising and staying fit, whether it was toning her arms before her wedding or maintaining her body throughout her pregnancy. Pete guided her through it all. But the most remarkable transformation wasn't her physical being, but rather her inner confidence. Her punches, strong and loud, beam of strength and confidence. Their sessions together are nothing short of remarkable. Despite the intensity of their workout, Pete manages to fill the room with laughter between punches. Avery is currently a student in high school. With Avery, the jokes are different. To her, Pete is just one of her classmates or a friend from high school. Their sessions are full of laughter and jokes. Pete's ability to wear different hats to meet everyone's needs allows Avery to confide in him with her problems, and Pete always listens. And he also takes a few punches. For Fred, boxing was taking a step in a new direction. Fred is 60 years old. Although you wouldn't be able to confirm that through his strength and determination in his punches. After having spent the majority of his adult life working at the same job, Fred decided to try new things in life. So about a decade ago, he quit his job and decided to step out of his comfort zone. Through boxing, Pete guides Fred to step into different comfort zones and embrace new changes. Their sessions are without routine, always headed into new directions. Midst the boxing, they spent their sessions conversing about politics, sports, or finding new things Fred could try. To his clients, Pete is a supporter, constantly encouraging them to reach their true potential. And in the success of his clients lies Pete's true joy. To Dr. McClin, a veterinarian, boxing is therapy, a means to support her mental health. Their hour-long sessions together is filled with punches, with every punch pushing the frustrations and irritations of the outside world, allowing her to let go of her stress. To Bryant, Pete is a coach, emphasizing discipline and routine to help him achieve his goals, at every step encouraging him to maintain balance and remain focused on his breathing, and to keep his knees bent when boxing, while Brian's father, Nino, watches on. With Brian, the real conversations happen when Pete helps him unwrap his gloves. In doing so, he also helps Brian unwrap his days in middle school and how to improve his push-up techniques. Dawn began boxing to lose weight and support her physical health. Dawn's journey with Pete has been nothing short of inspiring. Dawn reached her physical health goal in just a few short months, but it is the transformation of her mental health that keeps Dawn boxing. She recounted how Pete has helped her overcome her tendency to constantly apologize and say sorry for small mistakes. It is a common trait among women in our society, but Pete has one strict rule in his gym: no apologizing. Instead, he encourages women to be bold and unapologetic and fierce in their abilities. It was a lesson that Dawn took to heart, and one that truly transformed her mindset. She realized just how much pressure she had been putting on herself and learned to be kinder and more forgiving of her own mistakes. On the mirror of the gym, you'll find a new motivating quote every day, such as, "It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war," or "Be thankful for the difficult times. During those times you grow." Oftentimes, Pete isn't the only one teaching, though. If you're lucky, Mr. Kaze will join too, watching you as he walks on and often coming up for quick pets. After the clients leave, Pete's dogs, Tai Chi and Mr. Kaze, are the ones who keep him company. Pete's fitness knowledge isn't the only impressive thing about him. In between sessions, we engaged in fascinating discussions about the world's history, and we even delved into the vibrant facets of New Zealand's culture, such as haka, the ceremonial dance, and Maori culture. He's also a passionate supporter of the New Zealand national rugby team, the All Blacks. He delights in discussing sports. His sports knowledge extends well beyond just the All Blacks. He possesses familiarity with prominent sports teams from almost every country. Whether it is the Indian hockey team or the Australian cricket team, he can engage in a conversation about many teams from around the world with ease. Pete is an individual with diverse talents, always exuding warmth and approachability through his always present smile and accepting demeanor. Over this past semester, I have witnessed what a wonderful instructor, friend, and supporter Pete has been to his clients. While he wasn't my instructor, he taught me a great deal of lessons. He taught me the value of confidence, not constantly apologizing, to believe in myself, and most importantly, to have fun above all. So thank you, Pete and Lauren, for letting me be a part of your lives over the past semester.